Mel.
Okay, wait. How many are shift one?
Your Master of Ceremonies for tonight. Just before we start, just a few key reminders. As everyone settles in their seats in accordance with fire regulations of the City of Saint-Lambert, we would like to bring to your attention that there are 4 emergency exits in the auditorium, 1 at the top of each stairway, and also 2, 1 on each side of the front of the room. We would also kindly ask for people to keep their cell phones either off or that they stay on silent mode. We will be beginning very shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming the 2022 graduating class of Champlain College, St. Lambert. Monsieur François Paradis, Chairperson of the Board of Governors of Champlain Regional College, Madame Odette Côté, Director General of Champlain Regional College, Ms. Dawn Smith, Chairperson of the Governing Board of Champlain Regional College, Saint-Lambert, Mr. Don Schuin, Director of Constituent College and Director of Studies of Champlain Saint-Lambert, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, parents, and last but not least, and more importantly, dear graduates. Good evening. Good evening and welcome to our fourth and last, and probably best, of the 2022 Champlain Saint-Lambert graduation ceremonies. Before going any further, the college wants to honor the land on which we stand. With clear minds and respect, we would like to begin by acknowledging that Champlain College Saint-Lambert is located on the unceded lands of Kanien'kehá:ka Nation. The Kanien'kehá:ka people, acknowledged as the custodians of the lands and water on which we gather today. Montreal has long been a place of gathering for Indigenous peoples, and we recognize the diversity of Indigenous people who now reside on the land. We continuously recognize the importance of fostering positive relationships with the Indigenous peoples of the land and their future generations. The college would like to thank our Indigenous student ambassadors, along with the leaders of the Kahnawake community, who drafted our land acknowledgement statement. Before going ahead with the diploma presentations, I would like to invite Madame Odette Côté, Director General of Champlain Regional College, to say a few words on behalf of the college.
Thank you, Christian, and thank you everyone for being here this evening to celebrate this wonderful evening full of students who have worked so hard to be here tonight. I'd like to point out Mr. François Paradis, Chairman of the Board of Governors, just here to my extreme right. Mrs. Dawn Smith, Chair of the Governing Board, right behind Mr. Paradis. Board and Governing Board members who could not be here this evening. Mr. Don Schuin, Constituent College Director. Don Schuin, the second to my right. Distinguished guests, graduates, Champlain employees, ladies and gentlemen. We wish to thank you for being here today, this evening, to celebrate the success of our students. Parents and friends, we share the same pride to see that our graduates are ready to undertake new challenges, different paths to attain new summits. Their successes are the result of the unconditional support, the comprehension, and the generosity that they receive during their studies. Yes, and that's from you, from their friends, from, research says, from about 30 different people who have been able to support them through their studies. Thanks to all those who have supported their efforts and have contributed to their success during this unprecedented pandemic, where you all found innovative ways in helping them to get to the finish line. Maintenant, chers étudiants, dear students, speaking of the pandemic, wow, you put the mask on, you remove the mask, you're online, suddenly online. How does that work? I don't understand. Then you're in presence, then back online, and I won't go on because you know that it's just been on and off for the last 2.5 years. So nothing prepared you for this, but nothing prepared us for us either. So neither are we ever prepared enough for all of life's challenges, but uncertainties do allow us to keep our balance, to stay agile, and to expect the unexpected. We must learn to accept failure and work very hard to succeed in doing what we really love. Graduation is just the beginning of a long journey where the field of intervention now covers the entire planet. You know about all these challenges. We're going to need you to find solutions. The challenges are enormous, and you'll have the opportunity, even the duty, to contribute to solutions. It is with skills, innovation, and grit that you will dare to intervene in changing the world, while at the same time supporting the values of new generations. Strive for excellence, just like you did to attain this diploma, where the challenges and the extra efforts will bring you pride in the unexpected results, elevating you towards new summits. Today, the diploma that you will receive crowns the incommensurate academic and collective efforts that you have deployed through a host of extremely intelligent and talented people. Don't ever be afraid to take the necessary steps to pursue your dreams. A success lies between obstacles, passion, and perseverance. Never give up. Please never give up. Take with you the lessons learned at Champlain to live a good life with freshness, humor, and insight. Choose to be a wonderful human being and take care of what really matters to you, what's really close to your heart. We wish you the very best of success, and please know that you will always be our friends, always be welcome at Champlain. Sincere congratulations.
Now, the next part of the ceremony for the Diploma Distribution, I'd like to invite Mr. Anthony Singlis, Dean of Curriculum and Faculty Development, to name out the graduates.
Woohoo is right. You guys are enthusiastic. All right, for this sweet spot over there, I should tell you that when I was at Cégep, I did a double deck, and my double deck was in social science, commerce, and in media. But it was so long ago, we didn't have IMAX. There was no iPhone. There was nothing really digital about our program. Some of the equipment that you do see thrown in the back of your studios was the equipment that hadn't even existed back when I took the program. So things have changed quite a bit, and I think for the better. It is my pleasure to welcome all graduates, as well as your parents, family, friends, and teachers who are celebrating with you today and cheering you on to the next steps in defining your path. As I said, I graduated from a double deck, including media. That was 42 years ago to the day. It was on June 9th, it was raining, and I was sitting in an auditorium much like this at another Cégep, waiting for my name to be announced, basically so I could get it over with, but to get my name announced, and so I could walk on the stage and receive my diploma. I remember the excitement of being with my classmates. We took pictures back then. We really did take pictures, but it wasn't digital. They were honking big Kodak and Polaroid cameras. Some of the parents will remember it. Some of the parents are too young to remember it. But, and we had to wait, if you were lucky, 2 to 3 weeks before that the photo could be developed. That's provided you used up the entire roll. If you didn't, film costs so much, we generally waited until Christmas. I'm just saying, things have changed. But we did have our blue gowns. My blue gown was a paler blue than the one that you're wearing. I think the one you're wearing is a lot smarter looking. And the one that I was wearing was made of plastic. They were disposable. It was another Cégep. We did have the mortarboard and tassel. They charged us for that back then. We were charged, this is 42 years ago, we were charged $25 each mortarboard and tassel. Oh yeah. And that thing, when you throw it up in the air later on, be careful because you can't take an eye out with it. And, but the key thing is the feeling of a sense of accomplishment and exhilaration. I truly hope that you feel the same way right now and are proud for your accomplishments, the accomplishments that brought you here, because you should be proud. Think about how far all of you have come individually and as a class during a pandemic that was only supposed to last how long? 2 weeks. These past few years, you were presented with obstacles and challenges that you had to overcome, and overcome them you did. To me, the word that best describes the class of 2022 is resilient. The fact that you made it here is a testament to your commitment, tenacity, and perseverance. And everyone here on the stage knows, because you made it through the last 2 years, that our future is bright. You guys will find solutions to the problems that are bothering us today, and you give me hope for a bright future. So, yeah. I hope you never lose that fire and that energy and that need to scream loud and proudly. Congratulations from all of us to all of you. Now, without further ado, we're presenting our final graduates of the evening in World Studies, Law and Civilization, Language and Culture, and a New Media. We begin with the World Studies option. I call to the stage Paul Cantonu. And Nia, you're going to be the first graduate. This is important. Our first graduate is Nia Antonievna Breshiva. Our next graduate, an amazing person, Malise Buteau-Leduc. Malise is also the recipient of the Millennium Certificate of Merit for Democracy and Social Movement. Julia Helinski. Margaret Maida. Still with World Studies, but now World Studies with Mathematics, Felix Davoshi. Felix is also the recipient of the Political Science Certificate of Merit for highest academic achievement in political science. Justine Dulude. Mathilde Fouilly. Nicholas Thomas. Nicholas is also the recipient of the Millennium Certificate of Merit for Democracy and Social Movements. And we have one final graduate from World Studies with Mathematics, Jeanne Wattier. Paul, thank you very much. I call to the stage Jean Lachapelle. I present to you the graduates from Law and Civilization. Our first graduate, Mara Akelida. Léo Baudouin. Simon Boyle. Rosalie Gauthier. Now, Rosalie is a recipient of multiple awards, including the Millennium Certificate of Merit for Critical Race Studies, the Gail Sowerby Prize in recognition of the highest academic achievement in Law and Civilization program, and the Millennium Certificate of Merit for Democracy and Social Movements. Alicia Grigolopoulos. Josiane Lacroix. Leila Lafonsica. Evelyn Sandou. Evelyn is also the recipient of the Millennium Certificate of Merit for Gender Studies. Andrew Tarasco. Camila Corina Torres Gordillo. Emile Turcat Blé. Andre Zargi. For Law, Civilization, and Mathematics, our first graduate is Madeline Chambers. Shania Dalili. Simon Hébert. Simon is also the recipient of the Mathematics Prize in recognition of the highest academic achievement in mathematics for social sciences or law civilization. Mathieu Roussel. Vicky Sordif. And our final graduate from not liberal arts, my apologies. It's our old program from Law, Civilization, and Mathematics is Selina Yaki. Thank you, Jean. We now continue with language and culture. I call to the stage Bessie Asimakopoulos. Our first graduate is Heba Hussein Al-Sharif. Okay, Rebecca, hold on a second, because my list apparently is wrong. Maria Alejandro Camacho. Rebecca, it's now your time. Rebecca Fignon. Gabriela Fontanilla Manja. Florence Lafrenière. Sarah Lutic. Vassia Marianne. Alexandra Tharan. And our last graduate from Language and Culture is Vanessa Vital. Vanessa is the recipient of the Language and Culture Prize in recognition of the highest academic achievement in the Language and Culture program. Thank you, Bessie. We now continue with digital arts and new media. I call to the stage Zaki Brenner. Graduates, can we get the volume a little higher? Our first graduate is Faith Marie Amos Williamson. Marie-Claire Beauchesne. Jasmine Petit-Fournier. Tommaso Conte. Charlize Daniels. Raphael De Angelis. Mary Lou Gonzalez. Juan Manuel Hernandez Caldalare. Anna-Sophie Lange. Kellyanne Latulippe. Kim Tuyet Lee.
Let's go!
Kim Tuyet is the recipient of the Media Certificate of Merit in recognition of outstanding abilities in digital arts and new media. Samuel Anne Leclerc.
Let's go!
Victoria Robert. Anthony Skopaska. Frédéric Turcat. And the final graduate from Digital Arts and New Media is Christopher Whitelaw. Thank you, Zaki. To continue, for film and new media, I call to the stage David Finch. I really hope you don't lose that energy and enthusiasm. Our first graduate from Film and New Media is Joy Benjamin. Gabrielle Champagne. Charlie Côté. Charlie is also the recipient of the Media Certificate of Merit in recognition of outstanding abilities in film and new media. M. Decoto Morin. Darren Donnelly. I could do that, not. William Jemmy. Mariana Hernandez. Yann Le Bien. Samingha Lindor. Alice Martin. Amina Muhibi. Sarah Naji. Angelica Robert. Alexis Gobineau. Camille Tédarge. Sarah Vayankov Shana. And we have one last graduate, and Kayla, you're not only the last graduate for your program of this session, but of the entire day. So this is a big, big stressor. Kayla Newton. Actually, we have one more graduate. Renaud Saint-Pierre. That was a film and media. Thank you, David. Again, may you never lose this energy, and may you put it to good use. Congratulations to the class of 2022.
Thank you, Anthony. We were just sharing on the stage how nice and quiet the ceremony before was for the science students, as I am a science grad myself of Champlain College, but this almost makes me jealous of not having graduated for media or for one thing. We are now on to the special awards presentation. To present our first 3 awards, I would like to invite Simon Boyle and our now former Champlain Student Association President, Shania Dalili.
Let's go, Shania!
Welcome, everybody. Congratulations, fellow graduates. You look amazing tonight. So yes, I'm Shania, the former CSA president. I'm here with my colleague Simon, Executive Affairs. Throughout the day, CSA representatives have been granting graduation bursaries to students who have shown perseverance, determination, and hard work by being involved in various activities either on or outside of campus. We kindly request that you see this as a symbolic gesture, as we want to uplift and support the entirety of the student population. The recipients of the award have been chosen through a random drawing process, as we do not believe that one student deserves the award more than another. And that is why all eligible students were encouraged to participate. As members of the selection committee, Simon and I had the chance to read carefully your application and were inspired to see everything that you guys have accomplished despite online learning and the pandemic. So please. So it is even more of an honor for us to be able to reward 3 of you tonight. Without further ado, we'll start with our first category, the student athlete category. I'll go get the certificates. The student athlete certificate. This bursary is for your student athlete who have invested a significant amount of effort and time into one or multiple sport activities. This student is rewarded because she has proven to have incredible time management skills, as she has found a balance between school, her sport, notably badminton, and her club, the Model UN Club. Congratulations, Mathilde Philly.
Advocacy Bursary is given for students who have deployed efforts and strategies to be advocates for their peers on campus and off campus in their communities. So for efforts to encourage engagement in politics and organize events promoting female representation within the field of politics, the student advocacy goes to Googling Sandu.
Finally, the Student Involvement Bursary. This bursary is for students who have invested a significant amount of effort and time into one or multiple volunteer activities. This student is rewarded because she has invested a lot of time into her hometown volunteering, either as camp counselor or working closely with kids. Camila Torres. Thank you very much, and once again, congratulations to the best cohort.
For our next award, the Dean Cheshire Award, Memorial Award, I'd like to invite Zaki Benner to the front to present the award.
Good evening. The Dean Cheshire Memorial Award is named in honor of the first coordinator of the Digital Arts program at Champlain, and it's given to a student for excellence in studio arts. And this year, the award goes to Rafael De Angelis.
present the Fouad Assad Memorial Award for World Studies, I'd like to invite Nicola McEnroe.
Fouad Assad Memorial Award for World Studies is presented every year to an outstanding student who is graduating from the World Studies program. The award is named after one of the founders of the World Studies program. This year, the award is given to Felix Davoshi.
To present the Anna Ackley Support Staff Union Award, I'd like to invite the most popular staff member whose birthday is June 16th, Mr. Scott O'Brien.
I always wonder how I'm going to lead into this, but you guys are just awesome. Can we just keep doing this and we'll just keep the ceremonies going? Thank you guys. All right, I have an award to present. Enough pandering. The Anna Ackley Support Staff Union Award on behalf of the 50+ members of our support staff. I'm the one who gets to present the award, and I'm honored to do so. This particular student, it's for volunteering on and off campus, but this particular student, she's been involved in so many things, whether it's her work with the Model UN. She helped raise $15,000 for our Relay for Life team, and she is also the VP of Academic Affairs. When I come in the morning, she's in the Student Association office. When I leave at night, she's in the Student Association office. Her dedication to, supporting students and helping the student experience is just amazing. The winner is Mélise Bouteau.
Comes in at 11:30 and leaves at 12:30. To present the South Shore University Women's Club Award, I'd like to invite our Director General, Odette Côté.
So the South Shore University Women's Club Award is presented to a female student who has achieved academic success and has shown proof of interest in subjects or activities that advance the status of women. This year, the award will be given to, and I need a drum roll. Thank you. It will be given to Shania Delali. Thanks to a new partnership the college has now have with Télévision Rive-Sud, better known as TVRS. We'll be presenting 3 scholarships of $1,000 each. I'd like to invite Mr. Bernard Côté, member of the board of TV Rive-Sud, to present the 3 awards.
The first award is Language and Culture. The TVRS Scholarship for Language and Culture is awarded to a student in good academic standing intending to pursue university studies and who has demonstrated involvement and commitment in the building of community within or outside the college setting. And the award goes to Licia Meria. got the $1,000 check that goes with the award. Second award is Digital Arts and New Media Award. This scholarship is awarded to a graduating student in digital art pursuing higher education. Throughout their courses, they have demonstrated a commitment to learning, have made a positive contribution to collective learning, and have taken ownership of their creative projects, excelling in technical work and artistic expression. This person has also demonstrated through their artworks and their attitude a commitment to social justice. The winner is Marie-Claire Beauchamp. Last $1,000 check is for Film and New Media Award. This scholarship is awarded to a graduating student in Film and New Media Award pursuing higher education. Throughout their courses, they have demonstrated a commitment to learning, have made a positive contribution to collective learning, and have taken ownership of their creative projects, excelling in technical work and artistic expression. This person has also demonstrated through their artworks and their attitude a commitment to, hey, I think I made a mistake. Okay. No, that's right, okay. Says the same thing as the previous one. To social justice. And the winner is Kayla Wharton.
Speeches, I would first like to invite Mr. François Paradis, Chairperson of the Board of Champlain Regional College, to say a few words on behalf of the board.
First of all, you guys are incredible. I feel like I took 5 shots of espresso. I think I also heard somebody saying it's the birthday of one of the graduates. Happy birthday. And lastly, I would like to thank personally one of the graduates for his contribution to the governance of the college. Thank you very much, Simon. Distinguished guests, families and friends, members of the management, faculty, professionals, support personnel of the college, and you graduates. Good evening, welcome. Bienvenue. I am extremely proud to get this opportunity to address you all on this very important occasion. A day where we celebrate your individual success. A day where we celebrate all of you receiving honors for your talents and perseverance. A day where you make us proud to see you develop as well-rounded, responsible, and informed citizens of the world. J'aimerais également prendre cette opportunité pour remercier toute la communauté de Champlain-Saint-Lambert. Le membre du personnel de soutien, les professionnels, les enseignants, l'équipe de gestion et les parents qui ont su garder le focus et à rester dévoués à favoriser la réussite individuelle de nos élèves et de leur développement dans des circonstances sans précédent. Au nom du conseil d'administration, nos plus sincères merci. Apple's CEO, Mr. Tim Cook, once said, "You should make decisions big and small, each and every day based on a deep understanding of who you are and what you believe in." These are not static things, and you wouldn't want them to be. You will learn more and grow more with each passing year, as all of us do. But there are foundational values that are core to your personality and your character, and these are the things you should choose to live by. Knowing who you are will keep you when it's time to fight. Fight for the job you want, fight for the people who mean the most to you, and fight for the kind of world you want to live in. It will help when people say, "That's impossible," or "You can't do that." If you take the unexpected opportunities when they come up, if you know yourself, and if you fight for what you believe in, I can promise that you will live a life that is rich and meaningful. Knowing who you are will also make you learn from these experiences. Experiences where families of friends were created along the way. Families of friends that looked out for each other every step of the way. If there is one key message I want you to keep away from this speech, it's that you are all capable of taking on any obstacle that may come in your life, in any country, whenever it happens in your life. May you grow up to make us proud and achieve the highest in human values. My most sincere congratulations, graduating class of 2020.
Before I ask our final speaker to come to the podium, no, I'm going to leave you the last word. No, do not worry. I just want to say this, because what we have been witnessed of in the last hour, just keep a long story short. I've been at Champlain Saint-Lambert. I was hired on February 25th, 2020. 2 weeks later, happened what happened. What you guys demonstrated tonight to our audience, to us here at the front, is what Champlain is. That is what we have been missing. That is what we have been missing for the past 2 years. And you know, everywhere you go in life, you want to leave a mark where you've been. And I sincerely hope that the mark you will leave with us is exactly what you've demonstrated tonight. Thank you very much. Now I will call them up. Our last speaker for the night, I'd like to invite our fearless leader, our Director of Constituent College and Director of Studies, Mr. Don Schuin.
Generally, it's nice to get the last word, but when everybody's taken everyone that's available, there's not much left. First of all, to Francois and Don and Odette, thank you. Oftentimes, the folks who work what for the rest of you is behind the scenes go unnoticed. But if they didn't do what they do, we wouldn't be here tonight. Because every organization needs a structure and an organizational capacity to achieve, and they bring that. And they were here last night for the Adult Ed grad. They're here tonight. And 2 of them are going to be in Lennoxville tomorrow for another 2 grads. So if that's not dedication, I don't know what is. So thank you to all of you. I do have a speech, and eventually I'll get there. But there are a couple of things that struck me. When Anthony was talking, he said, you know, COVID, 2 weeks. And he's right. It's two for you, it's two for you, it's two for you, and it's two for me. The trouble is they didn't tell us they all happen consecutively. The other thing that struck me as I was looking at the programs for the last group, so they have one thing in common. In the last 5 years, they've all reinvented themselves. And that's quite amazing when you think about it. You can curl up a small ball and hope that everything goes away, or you can do something. And the people who lead the programs that you're in did something. The other thing that I absolutely need to say is, it is not the number of students in the program that makes it the most important. It's the quality of the people who are there, and you guys represent that. So this past week, there's a meeting of all of the colleges of Quebec, and some of our brothers and sisters from the Francophone sector were concerned about liberal arts. And, well, do you have any problems with liberal arts? No, we don't. And they looked at us, well, first of all, we changed the name. We changed what you do in it. And oh, by the way, we have 2 secret weapons. First, we got a bunch of really smart teachers. But I'm not done yet. The other thing that we did that was really good is we got a bunch of smart students. So when you put that together, you don't have to worry about a program being in trouble. What you sometimes have to worry about is where you can fit them in the building. We really are grateful that you chose Champlain as your college. J'aimerais profiter de l'occasion pour remercier les étudiants qui ont choisi... Hey, c'est pas se payer. Pour un bloc, c'est pas se payer. Mais vraiment, on apprécie énormément que vous avez choisi Champlain. Parce qu'étudier dans un deuxième langue, c'est pas évident. Mais il y a une chose de sûre. Vous n'avez pas choisi Champlain à cause de la langue, mais plutôt à cause de la qualité de programme, à cause des possibilités que vous ayez. Et au fond, c'est ça, Champlain, la qualité. Well, don't forget, when I say that, you're part of it, so be careful, you know? I really want to have a chance to thank all of you who supported them through thick and thin. Because, as a couple of people have said, it's not obvious what we've been through. And you were there that they could lean on, they could yell at, they could do whatever it is that they do, and still, you stood by them, you cared for them, and you're still here. And the other, yeah, you can applaud them, they deserve it. The other group that I absolutely have to thank are the staff and the faculty who work at Champlain. And normally we think they're amazing. And then COVID comes along and they take it to a whole new level and they're just absolutely incredible. So I think they deserve an enormous thanks. Since you had so much fun, you still have to have a speech. Mahatma Gandhi said, live as if you were to die tomorrow, but learn as if you were to live forever. Now, when you think about that, that's pretty amazing. How would it impact my life and yours if we assumed that today would be our last day? What would we do? Would it change any of our priorities? What would we regret that we haven't done? You know, it struck me that there's something to take away from that, to think about, not just tonight, but beyond it. Learn as you're going to live forever.
There are very few things in life that give me more joy than learning. Whether it's a new idea, a new skill, sometimes even just learning a new word, there's a real joy in discovering something that's new and in growing as a human being. And I can tell you that one of the major reasons that I stay at Champlain after 48 years, and the dinosaurs still live, it's because this environment stimulates learning, and it's a privilege to be here. For you, for the classes before you and the ones after you, it is a privilege. But what if I were to live forever and never grow? Somehow I'd be like a stagnant pond, rotting and decaying. And how many people have you seen who come to a point in their lives where they stop and they just keep on drifting, doing exactly the same thing from day to day? But is that really living, or is it just existing? One day, the great Christopher Wren, famous architect who designed St. Paul's Cathedral in London, went by the cathedral as it was being built. And he saw 3 bricklayers. And he stopped to ask them, "What are you doing?" So the first man said, "I'm laying bricks." The second man, when he was asked what he was doing, he said, "I'm building a wall." And the third one stepped up to Wren before he could ask, and he said, "I am erecting a cathedral to the Almighty." They're all doing the same thing. What's the attitude to what you're doing? Is it mundane, or is it important and significant? You get to choose, because it's the same activity. What's your vision for the rest of your life? Have you ever considered enlarging it into something that would be uplifting, something that literally, like a cathedral, would be magnificent? I can see somebody at the end of my time here at Champlain saying, "So what did you accomplish?" And I don't behave now. You're not supposed to say not much. My response won't be that I helped to organize the building. One block over the A block when I got here. That was nice. Won't be that I helped to develop programs. That was exciting. What it will be is this, that I had the privilege of building a great college that changed the lives of women and men. And you? What will be your life's work? What's the lasting memory that you're going to leave on the planet? What will you? No, make that us, because you know what? Like it or not, we're all in this together. We're all equally accountable. There's only one planet. So what will we rob the world of if we simply see our lives as mundane, repetitive, and unimportant? You know, each of us has at least one gift, one thing that makes us unique. And whether we choose to use it or hide it in a closet is up to each of us. Now, related to using that gift, though, there's something that I need to share with you. You and I are going to screw up. I know, that's not the kind of thing you're supposed to say in a grad speech, but it's true. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to fail. And I wrote this, and I've said it a couple of times today, and they haven't laughed too loudly. It's nice of them, but there is a confession that I wouldn't want the faculty and staff to remind me of too often, is that I regularly make mistakes. Sometimes they're even good enough mistakes to be called failures. And over the years, I've learned that very few mistakes or failures are fatal. The big question is, what are we going to do about them when they happen? And I've learned that the first thing we need to do is recognize them for what they are, and the second is that we've got to learn from them. And as I was preparing this speech, I came across something in terms of mistakes that I thought, in terms of the attitude towards them, was worthwhile repeating. From a fellow named John Maxwell, who wrote a book called Fail Forward. And in the book, he wrote a chapter about dealing with a dead horse. Perfectly pertinent for a grad speech, after all. And so I thought the list that he gave was wonderful, but it's so pertinent to the failures of our lives. Dealing with a dead horse. The first thing you need to do is buy a stronger whip. The second thing you must obviously do is change riders. If that doesn't work, appoint a team to revive the horse. Send out a memo declaring that the horse isn't really dead. harness several horses together for increased speed and efficiency. And stop me if you think I'm talking about the bureaucracy in this country, because it sure sounds like them. Rewrite the standard definition of a live horse and declare the horse to be better, faster, and cheaper when dead. You know, how often when we fail, do we keep on doing the same thing and neither recognizing or admitting what it is? It's a dead horse. But here's the really great thing. You can get another horse. You know. And so, the successful people never dwell on past difficulties. You know, if you're not failing at something, you're probably not moving forward. The only thing is you need to prepare yourself to pay the price of the occasional setback in exchange for the progress you're going to make. You know, and it's interesting because I've been to most of the galas for creative arts over the years. And when you listen to the students who've done stuff and they tell you, well, this is my 4th or 5th cut of the thing, and the first one was, they got it. But they didn't dwell on them. Prepare to pay the price of an occasional setback in exchange for the progress you're making. Learn from all your experiences, whether good or bad, because nothing can teach you better, sadly, than a bad experience. Fail early, fail often, but fail forward. Only those who dare to fail greatly can achieve greatly, said Robert Kennedy. So now, where does this leave us? I'd like you to remember these things. First, never quit learning. If you do so, you're going to rob yourself of real joy, and the other thing is that the brain does atrophy. If you don't keep feeding it, eventually, it's not going to work, and you're going to forget things, you're going to say stupid things, and it's not good. Let me tell you, I've seen people who are my age who go through that. Don't do it. Okay? Second, consider what your vision is for your life. What are you going to do that's going to fulfill you and ideally make this world better? Third, remember that no matter what you do, there are going to be mistakes and failures. The measure of a person's not in making them, but in how you deal with them and move on. Now, graduation's only a concept. In real life, you graduate every day. Graduation is a process that goes on till the last day of your life. And if you can get hold of that, you're going to make a difference. And here is the last thing. As you leave this place, I want you to remember this above all else. You matter. You are important. And you, each and every one of you, bring something into this world that nobody else can. Now, I said you matter. You sure as heck do to us. Because we're all here because we're just so darn proud of you. You're part of the Champlain family. Now, I know you talk about the crazy uncle who lives in the attic. Please be nice to me. But the truth is, you're part of us. We invested in each other. Our paths have crossed, and hopefully you'll cross again. But really, you're unique. You're important. And take this away for sure. If you remember nothing else. On the worst day, look in the mirror and say, I matter, because you do. So now I want, sorry, good. Before I turn you loose, I need to work with this side of the house for a minute here. What I'd like you to do, if you would, is everybody stand up. Yep. They're noisy, so it's your turn to see if you can make as much noise in applauding them as they did. You need to sit down because they're clapping for you. Okay? Ladies